depression, the melancholy that robs you of joy, the unquiet mind that keeps you awake late at night, the darkness only visible to you. I might still have the black dog in me, but I managed to keep him corralled. Before we continue, what is depression? According to Cambridge Dictionary, depression is a mental illness in which a person is very unhappy and anxious for long periods. The most common symptoms of depression are tiredness, loss of or too much appetite, and sleeping problems. More than 264 million people from all ages suffer from depression, according to a recent report made by the World Health Organization in January 2020. The World Health Organization also estimates that each year approximately 1 million people die from suicide. Suicide represents a global mortality rate of 16 people per 100,000, or 1 death after every 40 seconds. It is predicted that in 2020, the rate of death will increase to 1 every 20 seconds. So, by the end of this video, more than 15 people must have committed suicide. Laurel K. Hamilton says this about depression. There are wounds that never show on the body, but are deeper and more hurtful than anything that bleeds. Admitting is the first step towards healing. One funny thing with depression is that we always say that we are fine even if we are not, and we try to cover our pains with smile. Anyone that has ever been visited with depression knows that it can leave you feeling hopeless, listless, and worn down by joylessness associated with unquenchable desire for happiness. We do almost everything not to be depressed. Ironically, nothing seems to help, at least not for long. Those who have ever spent sleepless nights or been distracted from everything in life due to depression know what I am talking about. Knowing and understanding how your mind and body work can help you overcome negative thoughts and feelings. When depression starts to pull us down, we often react for understandable reasons by trying to get rid of our feelings by suppressing them, or by trying to think a way out of them. In this process, we bring up our past regrets and conjure up our future worries. We get lost in comparison of where we are versus where we want to be. We lose touch with the external world, with the people around us, even those whom we love the most and those who love us the most. The practice of mindfulness can help you prevent the normal unhappiness we experience from spiraling down into depression. Cultivating mindfulness can help you let go of past regrets and worries about the future. One vital resource we often neglect or take completely for granted, whether depressed or not, is the body itself. As someone who went through depression for a long period of time in my life, I can tell you that depression leads the brain into a biased mode of thinking, shifting our perceptions in an extremely negative direction. This is because it causes us to view things in the darkest possible ways. Most depressed patients come to believe that things will never get better and that the only way out is death. Like death, stress is an unavoidable part of life. We all endure one kind of stress or the other in our daily lives, but the way our brains respond to stress is the main concern. My greatest challenge was to admit that I needed help because we live in a society that is quick to judge you. Before we embark on this journey, I would like to let you know that healing is a process and not a quick fix. Healing requires time, practice, patience, and determination. Simply trust your fundamental capacity for learning, growing, and healing as we move through this process. Commit to these practices as if your life depended on them. I decided to make this series with the hope that it might help people to understand the ins and outs of depression to an extent. May Allah shower all those going through depression, anxiety, and any type of mental challenge with hopes and light. If this series could help just one person out there, it will be a great achievement for us. I am your brother and friend,